Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the background gameplay. This is a Ace Tanker gameplay, as it says in the description. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is something I'm a bit concerned about, is World of Tanks becoming a pay-to-win game. This was brought up last year, at the beginning of last year, where a lot of people started saying the game was becoming a pay-to-win, and there was a lot of evidence showing it was, and a lot of evidence showing it wasn't. And it eventually became not so much pay to win but pay to progress. Now we've had numerous updates, we've had quite a lot of upgrades to the game. There's jump from the DX9 to DX11, there's a lot more physics, which means tanks can go into unique positions, which I'm going to do in another commentary because I think that is a discussion for some other time. But do I think, there's also been new tanks as well, but do I think the game has become pay to win? And at the moment I'm feeling like it has. And I'll give you my reasons why I think it has become a pay to win game. We already know that a lot of people have suggested this due to the fact of certain tanks that should come out of the game which are slightly OP'd. You've got the Defender, which is slightly OP'd, you've got the Patriot, which is slightly OP'd, and you've got the Chrysler. Not so much, well, his armor's OP'd, his gun is not, but you can see what I'm getting at. You know, these tanks, normally the premium tanks are not meant to be as good as the tech tree. They're meant to be equally, with some, maybe some improvements on certain aspects of the tank and some negatives on the tank as well. But now lately you've been getting these, how can we say, slightly overpowered tanks, as I said, and that's one sign that is pay to win. And what I mean by that, let's take the Chrysler. Heavily armoured frontally, so if you're a tier 8 or tier 9 tank, you're going to find it hard to penetrate it. Even a tier 10 with some of this armour is not going to penetrate the front of the tank, especially if it's angled, so you're looking, dabbing that 2 key to penetrate it. So therefore you're spending money, because if you got to take on a Chrysler, that means you've got to expend a lot of gold ammo just to penetrate and just to kill him. So that means you're taking out your profit. So how do you gain profit? I know, we'll have to put premium membership on. By doing that, you have to pay for that. Though it doubles your credits and doubles your experience, it doesn't help, because that means you're putting money into the game to win. And I've got another example of that in a second. But what I'm trying to say is, but the Chrysler is not an overpowered tank. Yes, I know the gun is not brilliant, but to do well in the Chrysler, you then have to expend gold ammo. You see what I mean? People need gold ammo to penetrate you, and you need gold ammo to penetrate mostly higher tier tanks. So you're looking at virtually people wasting money trying to get into you, and you're wasting money trying to get into them. So it's a no-no to me, and I think that is one sign that the game is going towards pay to win. There is another example which I said I'm going to give, is the fact I feel even the matchmaking system is another way of creating this issue. And what I mean by that is quite simple. If you're running a standard account, and I've verified this for the last couple of months now, I've been, since we've had the latest patch, every time I've had a bad game on a standard account, I've gone in and checked, and I normally have a run on a standard account. I have a run around about 5 games out of 10 which I cannot win, and it's unbelievably bad. I just can't seem to win it. My win rate ratio has now gone to 49.84%. It was at 50.06%. And I've dropped a lot recently, and I just don't understand why. It's really frustrating to see this happening, and I decided to look into it when it was happening. And what was happening, every time I was playing in a standard account and my team was getting murdered, I looked at it, and yes, it had WNA rating and all that, yes, they had a lot of good players in their team, but that's not what I was looking at. What I was looking at is amount of games played from my team and their team in total, and every game I lost and I mean lost, really badly lost, there was a difference of an average of around about 40,000 games played, and that's a lot of experience. WNA rated gives you how good the player can be individually, but when you add all the games you've played in your team, all the games they played in their team, and if they have it a lot more than you have, then that means they've got a lot more experience and than your team. And that is what's been happening. However, when you have a premium account, it's slightly different. I land up winning 6 to 7, sometimes 8 games out of 10. My win rate goes up when I got a premium account. However, when I don't play a premium account, my win rate always goes down. Luckily for me, World of Warships every week has this new challenge mode where you go in and you have to get to an objective. You get 5 stars, you get premium membership. And I've been doing that and then going back onto World Tanks and checking it out that way, because it's sort of 24-hour premium, and it does work out that it is happening. But I just feel at the moment the game has become a little bit too much pay to win. There's something else I'm a bit worried about. In the last patch, before this one came out, I could play tier 6 tanks and tier 7 tanks. I could have a really bad game, yet I could still make credits. Now it's a little different. In the patch we're out at the moment, if I was to have a bad game in a tier 7 tank, I'd lose around about 5 or 6 grand. Yeah, in the tier 6 tank, not so bad, unless you're using artillery. The Hummel, 1,200 odd? No, sorry, corrected. 1,120 credits for a shell. It's HE, so why am I paying well over 1,000 credits? And if you fire in at tanks and you're missing them, you're losing credits. And the only way to survive on World Tanks at the moment is to virtually go in your pocket and pay for premium membership, and that is now to me a pay to win game. Yes, it could be classed as pay to progress, but a lot of people lately, if you look at and if you do play World Tanks and you're playing, you'll find that a lot of people these days are spamming the gold ammo. They don't give a damn if they're shooting a lightly armored tank, or they're shooting a tank which is 2 tiers lower than them. They don't care, it's gold. And I've had that a lot. I've got this in this game now, where I literally I'm loaded ammo to shoot this heavy tank because it is annoying to penetrate sometimes in front of me. I know I've got 70 millimeters of penetration, but it's hard, so I've had to load the gold. However, the Comet can easily penetrate me normally. However, he's shooting gold. See? ACPR gold. He's going to keep fighting it. Third gold. See, that's me. That's what I come across. It's just virtually pay to win. I'm only using gold because I'm going to have trouble trying to penetrate that tank. However, have you noticed I've now swapped back to the standard. I will be swapping back to the standard shells. So you can see where I'm getting at. It is a pay to win game. You know, why would you waste all your gold ammo on me? I haven't swapped back yet. I need to swap there. Yep. So now I've swapped back, right? I don't want to waste any more ammo. I have got premium membership at the time when I was playing this game because, as I said, I've done a task on World of Tanks. So now I'm going to try it in. Hopefully, if I can get the OHO on his side, I should be able to. There he is. He's been spotted, and he hasn't spotted me yet. I'm not sure if it was me or the M44 that spotted him. So what I'm going to do now is get myself locked on and fire. So now I'm going to get in position, and I'm going to go into the one place which the T25 2 is very good at, which is a hold down position, because the gun mantlet is bouncy. And let's see how we do. So he's missed me. He's got a fast reload as well. Yeah, he's bouncing off now. He's gone back to standard ammo because he's wasted all his gold ammo originally. So I've done well, but this is what I'm on about. I've played in games where people are constantly using gold armor. I've used it because of the situation. He was using willy-nilly, and he'd probably run out. With a Comet, normally you run around with 20 APCR rounds. For him to start shooting normal AP rounds means he's wasted his 20. So where's they all gone? And this is like this all the time. and that's why I say it's pay to win. You have to put money into the game to make sure you win, and if you're playing a standard account you have more losses than wins. So there's an Ace Tanker gameplay for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, do you think World of Tanks has gone to pay to win, or is it still pay to progress? Because at the moment I'm feeling it's more like pay to win. But until next time, it's me, Impulse, sign off. Have a good day folks, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Bye from me.